enter into your parish church, and perhaps very near the entrance you'll find the baptistry with the baptismal font where children and adults are baptized. Or perhaps if you continue further into your church and you look into the sanctuary where, for example, here at St. Benedict, St. Elizabeth of Hungary parishes, we have our own baptismal font. But you'll notice that wherever the baptismal font is, generally, you'll also find a case, if you will, like this. This is called the ambry, A-M-B-R-Y. It can trace its roots etymologically to Latin armorium, the place where arms are kept, or tools. Armorium has given root and way to the modern French term that also is sometimes used in English, armoire, or wardrobe, where we store clothing and blankets and such. So the ambry that we have here, this holds sacred arms, if you will, the sacred oils that are used in the sacraments of the church. I'm going to open up ours so that you can see what's inside the ambry. So we have three oils that are here in our ambry. We've got the oleum catechumenorum, the oleum infirmorum, and then the sacrum chrisma. These three oils that generally in English we say the oil of catechumens, the oil of the sick, and sacred chrism. So the oil of catechumens, OC, you're not going to be able to see it on the glass vial itself, but perhaps if you take a look just above me, on the cross that's directly above me, you might be able to make out the letters OC. And then opposite that, you'll see the letters OI, oleum infirmorum, or oil of the sick. These two oils, respectively, are used to bring individuals into the church, whether they be infants or adults. Infants are anointed here at the nape of the neck, as are adults, all depending on what point in time they enter into the church. But nevertheless, the oil of catechumens is placed here at the nape of the neck. The oil is sick, or for those who are suffering any illness or disease, most certainly at times of death. The oil of the sick is applied. The third oil, whose initials you'll see in this central cross above me, SC, the sacred chrism, or the sacrum chrisma, is the holiest of the three oils. It smells like balsam pine, and it's used at a child's baptism and at a young person's confirmation. And for men, it's used at their ordination to the priesthood, if God calls them to the priesthood. And also, for those priests who are called to become bishops, sacred chrism is also used. This, my dear friends of Christ, again, this ambry is here for us as one, a storage for the vessels of the oils of the sacraments, but two, as a visible reminder for us faithful that here, in this storage area, this area that stores the sacred arms for our sacraments, here, these oils are used to anoint us, to open our lives to the graces of the sacraments, that we might truly live lives that are faithful to Jesus Christ, who calls us to new life and animates us with his own life through the sacraments. So, my dear friends of Christ, the next time you enter into your church, either in the baptistry or here in the sanctuary, notice, look for the ambry, and remember that these oils are used by the priest or the bishop to bring you the sacraments and the gifts that Jesus promises to confer on those who receive them. Saints in the making, the oils in this ambry are meant for you and me to make space for grace.